What up, Corona? Sorry, I was off taking a dab for a second. You know what? I might end up taking another one here. Oh, let's go ahead and get the camera turned on nice and ready here. Get the mic boon at least somewhat in the camera angle so it doesn't look so weird when I'm just talking randomly. We got the glasses. We got the espresso. At least get the room set up. I will be right back. Let me see. I feel like that draft tracker doesn't look right. Oh, it's because there's no data yet. We'll go ahead and pull up the all, and then we'll get started talking about some of the other things that have been going on here throughout the day. I'm really excited to watch this defensive back group, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a great day for combine coverage here. All right, maximize that up. All right, we've got the tracker data up. It looks good. Camera looks good. All of Lurch should still be able to be visible. With that, give me just a minute, guys. I'm going to run off camera. We have our official list of all the defensive backs here for today and their numbers. Thank you, Amazon Next Gen Stats, for actually keeping track of that data, unlike previous NFL combines. I greatly appreciate that. But let me run off camera real quick. I'll be right back, guys, and hopefully we'll get started here with the defensive backs soon.
The 2025 NFL Scouting Combine is presented by Microsoft Copilot, your AI companion.
Being Courtyard's official fan ambassador has opened a new world for me. Now we get to hang out with NFL fans all season long. See you on game day. Learn more at courtyard.com/NFL.
It all comes down to this. The Energizer Bunny gets the snap. Peace. It all go in. Nothing unless Energizer Ultimate Lithium AA.
How do I get an aioli stand? Here's time. Do crabs have eyebrows?
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
Miles of flavor. Those crispy peaks. 12 flavors so bold, your whole life is complete. Dipped in the lake, man, that ranch is deep. New crispy tenders.
I just realized I got to turn the TV volume down. It's coming through my mic too much.
Partner with CDW, something amazing happens.
I feel like that would be good enough.
Security protects critical data.
We've got combine coverage up on the TV. We've got it on that TV. We've got it on this TV. We've got 3 different screens right now of NFL combine coverage to make sure I don't miss a single thing. Hey, I've still got Terradome up. Is Terradome still going? Oh, no, he ended his stream. Okay, that started the replay. I forgot I still had Terradome's stream up, honestly. That was throwing me for a loop. I was like, wait, I hear Terradome's voice. Terradome's not part of the NFL broadcast. Oh, they're talking about the breaking news for the Rams. Add in some of that natural light, make it look a little better in here. Yeah, it definitely looks better. They're basically talking about Stafford agreed to terms on a restructured contract, so he will be going back to LA. Do I want my glasses today? Yeah. We'll stick with the glasses for today. And we got Rich Eisen and Ian Rappaport in the booth today, presented by Microsoft Copilot. Man, I'm getting some like weird flashes on my screen here. Is it just that? I think so. There we go. There's the brightness. It was actually on the NFL side. It's so weird because they're all slightly off. I need to turn that down because I'm hearing it too much in my ear. What up, Under the Helmet podcast? This will give you a much better idea for the mock drafts tomorrow for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know if we're going to be doing Jackbox Gaming tonight. It's just, I'm heavily weighing on it because also Terrordome's apparently got the night off. So, like, Terrordome could join if I did, but I wasn't planning on it because I'm streaming right now. It's 3 o'clock. I'm starting my stream now. If I did Jackbox on top of everything, I would be streaming for like, 11 hours straight at that point because we usually end like 1 or 2 in the morning. I should run Jackbox Gaming while doing the Combine videos. I kind of almost could. But we've got a lot of defensive backs. They split them off here, so if I'm not mistaken, 35 cornerbacks on this, and then 36 to 20 safeties are at the Combine today. So 35-20 split. I'm guessing by the way that they did the numbers that we will see all of the cornerbacks and then all of the safeties. But I'll make sure to let y'all know the distinction between that. As yesterday, we of course have our gift to the gods from the gods themselves. Oh, we're getting our first run. Here's B.J. Adams, UCF. He's 6'1", 182. This is officially the first run for the corners. And I'm going to go ahead and switch to the corners so once we start getting official times in here. So it'll have no stats right now, but ooh, 4.54. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. So the Combine stats, of course, will update as they start getting more of the official times in there for the corners. Here's Zy Alexander, LSU, 6'1", 187, weighing in. I expect him to run like 4.45 probably here. Let's see. 20, 30, 4.56, a little slower than I expected. Ooh, we're going to see Amos from Ole Miss next. And for those that have not watched a lot of what we're doing right now, 6 foot, 195. Getting ideas on their measurables, of course. So we know, it's just like yesterday was more important on that sense because a lot of these guys are going to be very similar builds. There's not going to be like a 30-pound difference in these cornerbacks. Well, actually, there could be, but, it's going to be more rare. But also getting their number associations, which actually, for once, Amazon Web Services, again, with their new next-gen stats data that they're tracking at this Combine, allowed me to get those numbers, and that's the first time in, 20 years of watching the Combine that at 4.46 for Amos. Yeah. So I'm a big fan of what they've done. Ooh, we've got the Texas man. Texas 5'10", 194. This is Jahdae Barron. Pete Carroll got his eyes on him right now. So shortest and not the lightest, but shortest corner we've seen, 5'10", 194. That's a strong frame. These Texas guys, Texas got a hell of a track team. So I would not be surprised to see Texas run this one super fast. Like the Tats. All right, hands got to go up for 3 seconds. They tell you to take the hand up, hold for 3 counts, and then go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he can go at any point. And he messed it up. Yep. Ooh. Oh, there's Mike McDaniels. He just realized, I love every time the camera goes on him, someone tells him that the camera's on him. He's got a camera guy. Like how some people have the hold me back guy. Mike McDaniels has the, hey, the camera's on you guy. I know, that was an interesting book. Shout out to Mike McDaniels, man. I'm down here in Southwest Florida. If y'all looking for a scout or anyone, please let me know. Please. I've applied to your organization on multiple roles, from everything from game day operations to, football operations. So. Jahdae Brown, though, getting another run here on the 40. He is definitely just getting in his zone. I feel like this dude's running some track. Look at him getting them feet set. Ooh, strong third step there. He gained a lot of room there. Yep, 4-4 flat. Man, was that his second or third step? I think it was his third when he planted that right foot back in the ground. Yeah, it was. When he planted that third step, his right foot back in the ground, he gained so much acceleration and movement in that one step. And it set the pace, that's for sure. Ooh, look at the comparison. Their comparison to Brian Branch, who, of course, moved to safety for the Lions out of last year's draft. Here's Kobe Bryant. Kobe! 6 foot 180. Jacoby, but he goes by Kobe. Oh, so he was named after Kobe Bryant. Looks like he's got length. 4.55. Not bad. Not bad. Denzel Burke coming up next. 5'11", 186. Please don't, Rook. I want to see this 40. This is an important 40 to me. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the simul screen. Y'all learned from last year. Thank you, NFL and ESPN. Thank you. Oh, they cut away from the actual broadcasters. They know what's important here. See, and you can see that third step's not there like Barron. 4.48. I had to make a note next to Barron on that. I'm actually kind of excited. And I made a note on Kobe Bryant. He looks like he has a frame with extremely long arms, the Kansas kid. Definitely, it's just so later I can go back and double check on that. I feel like he has super long. Here's Mello Dotson, another Kansas kid. 6 foot 192. Good frame. Let's see what a good 40 time here from Dotson, I feel like could dramatically improve his draft stock. The second of the Kansas corners going here. I feel like that wasn't a great start. 4.60, yeah. That might hurt his draft stock a little. You could definitely see he had like a weird gait, man. He was, I don't know. Hey, Pat McAfee joining the broadcast here now. Sitting between Ian Rappaport. Oh, it's actually, Daniel Jeremiah today up there with Rich Eisen. So I'm glad they switched out Ian Rappaport from yesterday. I did not agree with some of his takes on the drills at the combine. Seemed like he just didn't understand. Oh, we got Zach Frazier, number 9. UTSA 6'2", 186. UTSA. Talk about long arms right there. Let's see this kid. Ooh, he's got interesting speed. 4.39. I was about to say, he's got interesting speed. You could see the moment he was running. First step was quick. Third step was kind of quick. And then it was just like, man, does he remind me of Ladarius Webb. But like faster. Hairston from Kentucky, 5'11", 183. Maxwell Harrison. Ooh, they're saying he's going to run sub 4.3. They're saying Daniel Jeremiah is saying he's legit fast. You need to watch him. Harris from Iowa is going to be the next corner. So Harrison, then we got Kone. Okay. Dog. Gotta love Pat McAfee. Dog. Oh, we got our 4 shots of espresso like yesterday. We got to be properly caffeinated. I'm that guy. I'm going to sit there explaining to my girlfriend the drills, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, the difference between no wasted movement in their moves and that one wasted step could literally be the difference between a missed tackle in the NFL. It's every little minute detail we're watching here at the Combine. Every single step in every single drill. And I know when they're moving fast, man, they can take 18 feet and make it in 4 steps. But you still have to be up. Those 4 steps make it that much more crucial. Every single step. Do they stay on that straight line? Do they waver? Are they running? Maxwell Harrison, University of Kentucky here. Like I said, they expect him to run sub 4.3. He got out. Chest up. 4.3 flat. Daniel Jeremiah called it. Daniel Jeremiah. Hats off to Daniel Jeremiah. We'll show the bald head for Daniel Jeremiah there. Shout out to Daniel Jeremiah on that one. Hats off. He called that one. 100%. Yeah, and they're saying he might be able to run a little faster because he kind of got off his path a little bit. Oh, look at him. He's saying, nah, I can do faster. Oh, he's already. Marcus Harris now from Cal. So not the Iowa kid, the Cal kid. 5'10", 189. Let's see here. Ooh, he looks pretty quick, though. 4.46. Yeah, that's a great run. I wonder if Harris might be more of a slot guy. B. Hall Kone, number 18, from is that West Michigan University? 6'1", 190. That's great size. WMU. Yep, Western Michigan. Under the helmet says, I want to see the 2 Penn State guys. I know. There's 2 things for Penn State. 1, you got to squat a lot and have huge quads. 2, you got to run a fast 40. If you want to get on Penn State, that's the 2 recs. Simple as that. Here's Kone. I don't know about that first step, but he's got great recovery there. 4.43. That's a great speed. That's 6'1", 190 running a 4.43. Yep. You could say right there a little bit of a draft stock rise. Jalen Reed and Kevin Winston Jr. So, Winston Jr. is going to be wearing number 54 at the Combine. Jalen Reed wearing number 47. They're both in the safety class. Longer being 19 here, Rutgers. I missed his 4.44. I missed his measurements. He looks big, though. And they're going to cut away, unfortunately. So, Harrison, the Kentucky kid. We got some good times, though. Texas San Antonio, Zach Frazier. Looked like he had a long frame. 6'2", 186. He's got great size. You can already, yep. So, by the way, CarCast, the numbers. Reed will be wearing number 47 for the drills. And Winston Jr. will be wearing number 54. They by the numbers, I know that they're going to run everything for the corners first and then do the safeties. So, sadly, if you're watching for the Penn State safeties, you might be waiting a little while. But officially, 36 is going. Bowman Jr. is going to be the start of the safety class. Williams, number 35, is going to be the end of the cornerback class. So from 1 to 35 is going to be cornerbacks, and from 36 to 56 is going to be the safeties for today. I'm I'm very torn on if I'm going to continue streaming through for the tight ends. Today is Friday. I lift every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I am legitimately getting kind of big again, getting back up to my playing weight of almost like 240 pounds. And I feel strong. I feel good. I've added 20 pounds to my squat rep weight. I'm almost at the point where my rep weight for my bench is the combine rep weight. Essentially meaning that if I was to go to the NFL combine as a linebacker at about 6'3", 240, that I could knock out about, probably about 12 reps at 225. On the low side, we'll deduct 4 from it, so 8 to 12 reps at 225. But not too bad, not too bad. I'd rather like to get that number up to like 15 to 20, but I'm not a pro NFL athlete. That's why I constantly joke that if you're out here, you need to be able to at least run like a 4.7, because when I walked onto the semi-pro team, I was not lifting. I was like running maybe once a week, if that. I was basically just working at the airlines out on the ramp all day, and I walked out there and ran a 4.7 flat on my tryout. So that's why, again, I joke that if you got to be able to go out there and put a 4.7, and that's why it's so impressive when you saw like the guys yesterday that are like 270 to 300 running like sub 5, running 4.7, under 4.7, like. Those guys that were 270 yesterday are running sub 4.7s. Like, that's insane to my brain to think about. As someone that, again, like has kind of had a little bit of that speed. Oh, we lost some Marshall from Florida. I love Rich is talking about the guy scoring it at home. I love that. He's talking about people like me. Let's see here. This is 21 McWilliams, and they're not showing his time. Graphics guys are McWilliams 4.41. Here's Parrish from Kentucky, 6'5", 191. Kansas State, 191. Okay. I like that Rich is actually looking out for guys like us this year. Maybe he actually listened to me. 4.36. You know what? I'm going to go grab my phone so I can tweet out at Rich. I might have straight ran. Darian Porter, 25, Iowa State, 6'2", 195. 4.3 flat. Woo! Oh! Oh! Look at that frame too at 6'2", 195. Ooh! Ransaw, 4.33. Ooh. I missed his measurements. I'm sorry. Wow, we've got some fast corners. Quincy Riley up next from Louisville, 5'10", 194. 4.49. Good run. Jalen Smith, 5'10", 187 from USC. And he false started. Ooh, Pat McAfee is apologizing to somebody. Look at him. Look at. Shout out to Pat McAfee, like really calling it as it is there. Jalen Smith, oh, he got his chest high early. That's not normally good, but man, he still ran 4.45. I feel like he got his chest up a little too early on that 40, but Upton Stout up next. A kid I've been really excited to get a look at here. West Kentucky, 5'8", 181. This is a guy I've picked quite a few times in our draft. Might be more of a slot corner type of guy in the NFL, but 4.5 flat. Not bad. And that's Daniel Jeremiah saying he's got a lot faster in him. And I could see that right there. Those first few steps didn't look that great. It looked like he was struggling to get off the shot there. But Dorian Strong, Virginia Tech coming up next. 6'1", 185. Great size on him. That's Virginia Tech. That is a great size for a corner. Looks like we got 3 players left here in the cornerback class after Dorian Strong. I don't know if they're going to rerun the corners and then move to safeties or like what the plan is there. Pretty good start. 4.5. I mean, again, anyone that's above 6 foot, in my opinion, 4.5 is same as 4.4 if you're over 6 foot. So I know a lot of people see those 4.5s and they get, here's Minnesota, Wally, 5'10", 190. Justin Wale, number 33 here today. Ooh. 4.4 flat. Nice. Isis Waxter. Is that Villa? 6'1", 209. Ooh. He's got real proto size. Is that Villanova he's from? I'll be honest right here. If he could give me a 4.4, huge draft rise in my opinion. I don't know if he's got a 4.4 in him. Oh, I think he might. That ended that though. I really liked what I saw in those early steps, but 4.56. I thought he might have had it in him. I feel like there was a step. Noel Williams out of Cal, wearing number 35, 6 foot, 199. Four, 5 flat. heading to commercial. Pat's heading out. I'm looking at my Twitter. Marlon Humphrey, would you rather take a gorilla punch or a horse kick to the chest? The GM, the wife of our GM of the Ravens, neither. Go change a diaper, please. I'm guessing he's got a kid at home. Oh my god, that legitimately made me giggle. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was pretty funny. Oh, I need to figure out. We might be doing a collab next week if Kyle's got enough time. I've been looking at the Broncos roster, but I need to do the full dive still. The Combine's kind of distracted me from other things. And then the thing is, as soon as the Combine finishes, NFL free agency in the beginning of the new pay period, or league year, is going to start. Which means we're going to have teams that either accept consequences for being over the cap or make certain moves, which, like in the Saints case, I'm not going to lie. Maybe Derek Carr is going to agree to a restructure, but they're kind of running out of time for it. But maybe they have to wait in a certain sense till like a pre-period of the league year start. But I don't think so at this point. Since they do have him under contract, they should be able to do anything they want negotiation-wise, especially because it is the end past the... But if they don't get rid of him and they don't restructure his contract, it definitely means that, yes, first of all, Taysom Hill's gone. Secondly, it definitely means that they're going to have to probably move on from guys like Cam Jordan and Demario Davis or whoever the linebacker that's been with them forever. They're going to have to let the two really... It'd be kind of like Bobby Wagner last year, in my opinion. A huge, great asset veteran linebacker that might be able to contender in a sense and really change their defense. And then, of course, Cam Jordan still got some left in the tank. Man, what I'd give to Cam Jordan. You want to come to the Ravens, bro, if they cut you? I would love to have Cam Jordan. I think he's a phenomenal person and athlete. And looks like they're going to run the DBs again. So, still going to have to wait to see that safety class. And, ooh. Man, Adams from UCF on that second split. 4.66. He lost a good bit. Zy Alexander with a second run from LSU, and what? the thing messed up and it said 3.8, so there was an error. Amos with a second run, 4.44. Barron from Texas with a second run. He ran 4.4 the first. Yeah, 4.4 flat again. God, flying. Kobe Bryant, he could really use an upgrade. Oh, this looks like a much better run. Oh, you got to get your chest up, bro. At the end of that, expand and explode. I feel like he's not really getting to a full stride at the end of that 40 is his problem. He's still got that chest down. I don't know. At a certain point, man, you fucking... And you reach for that leg. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Dotson or Kobe could still run a better 40. I'm not scared off by his times. Denzel Burke, the Ohio State kid, going to run again here. 4.48 the first. 4.48 on the dot again. And that's what you really like to see. Just like him and Jahdae Brown from Texas, hitting the same exact speed. There is no difference. That is how good they are. And even if it is them technique-wise running for the combine, it shows that they can learn a technique, master it quickly, and nail it twice in a high pressure moment. So, Mello Dotson here ran 4.6. Another guy here who can probably run a little faster, and if he can get under 4.6, it'll help his draft stock. And I feel like his chest was too high. Yeah, he got his chest too high too quickly. 4.61, so got a little worse. That's the thing. You can tell those guys just, whoever trained them for their 40s either didn't do their job right or they weren't listening. Zach Frazier, first run 4.39. God, when I just look at him, like, Zach Frazier, 6 interceptions last year, got some ball skills. He's rising on my draft board. 4.37. Whoo. That's going to slide him into 4th, I think. So he's just going to stay in 4th, actually, or 5th. Yep, stays in 5th. Here's the current leader of the group, Maxwell Harrison, with a 4.3. We'll go to the 10-yard splits here in a moment. Let's see, who's got the fastest splits, though? Ooh, and that says a lot right there. Let's see. Maxwell Harrison, 4.3 first time, 4.29. Woo! Woo! Yeah, good for him. Good for him. I just love though. We commented earlier on Barron on his run, how that third step he took off. If you currently look at the tracker, it's set to the 10-yard split, where Barron's tied with a few other guys for the fastest 10-yard split. But you know, the other guys are running 4.29, 4.3. Barron ran 4.4. Barron has probably better acceleration numbers than some of these other guys. B-Hall Cone, Western Michigan, 4.44. Great run. Yeah, Burke right there, Harrison, Porter. I like it. I like it. Do we have verticals yet? Oh, we got vertical numbers and everything too. We'll go to that in just a second. Here's Longer Beam, ran 4.44 the first run. Rutgers, 4.4 flat this time. We got some good DBs in this class, man. I'm liking the prototypical size of some of these guys. That's just like, really love the prototypical size of some of these guys. Jason Marshall Jr., the Florida Gator, 4.54 the first time, as they're showing Eric DeCosta and some of the Ravens front office staff. Oh, that felt great, cracking my neck. And a false start by Marshall. He didn't hold that arm up long enough. Did he change his shoes? I challenge you, Rich Eisen, to a 40-yard dash. The real exciting day of the combine, honestly, is tomorrow, though. Is the biggest day. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, halfbacks. That's the day everyone likes to go to. I think it usually has the biggest attendance from general public. You know, DBs get no love. D linemen get no love. O-line get no love. 449. There we go. That's a better number. Oh, they're going to put Kenyon Mitchell against Jahdae Barron and Trent Duffy here on this 40. And Brian Branch. Kenyon Mitchell. Ooh, Barron, though. On that third step, dude, I'm telling you, Barron hit the difference in his speed. It's not always about the 40, man. It's about, case in point, no stat. I mean, the 10-yard split kind of shows it, but there's nothing to show that just watching him and plant that right foot in the ground on his third step and just take off, that's something you just got to watch. But he's already kind of touted as a high prospect. But watching some of these other guys run tells you a little bit more about just how they going to do their craft. It's as simple as that. That was a great rep. They're showing the linebacker reps from yesterday, and that was a great rep there by Woodard, the UNLV linebacker. His commercials are something else, man. That's all I could say. Our kid thinks he's a raccoon now because we have to have a dark room for our TV. Why choose less when you can choose more? Because my name's Justin Herbert, and I have millions of dollars to buy whatever I want. Sometimes the NFL commercials are a little cringe, to be honest with you. NFL slots. Is that even legal in my state? Triple score. Pick your team now. If that isn't the most unsettling. Ooh, that was a great rep by Barrett Carter on that. They're showing the linebacker drills on my... Because I think I have the highlights from yesterday on one TV, and then I have my main screen that has today's coverage, and my other one that has today's coverage, but slightly behind. Am I crazy for covering this amount of the combine? Probably. Am I crazy for covering this amount of the combine while not getting paid? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Will covering this amount of the combine and putting this much effort into scouting players without getting paid ever truly pay off and result in a job with an NFL team? Absolutely not. So, to keep it 100. We joke that every once in a while they're listening in, but they're not ever actually listening in. I think it's interesting that they changed up the crew, that it's not, hey, what up, Daniel Barry? How you doing, man? Everyone's already probably gone at this point. We're getting ready to transition, I think, because at this point they should be finishing up the 40s for the defensive, or the corners, I should say, which it kind of seems like they're just going to move on to positional drills before they do the Here's McWilliams out of UCF. 4-7 coming in the second run. Parrish. 4.36, 4.38. That's what we like to see. Let's see the verticals. Any good vertical numbers? Decent. Nothing, you know. Darian Porter. Really like the size on this kid. 4.34. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Ransaw here. Very compact frame. Riley, 4.49. 4.5 flat. Yeah, 0.01 difference. Let's see the broad. Ooh, longer beam with that broad jump, though. My God. And Darian Porter. Interesting. Jalen Smith, the USC kid. Oh, and they're saying he gets a little grabby. And that's not something you're going to see at the Combine. Thank you, Daniel Jeremiah, for the note. Something I'll keep in mind if I'm watching his film. Excuse me. I appreciate you. Let's see. Did we get some defensive line? Ooh. I'd like to see this. Oh, Upton Stout changing his cleats up, it looks like. Yeah, that's what I figured. Shuttles. And Stout. A little false start there. Not bad. We're checking the splits. Oh, we've got bench numbers? Yes. We'll get to that in just a second. Oh, we've got official bench numbers because D-line benches on day 2. Oh, I love seeing the bench numbers for D-line. It looks like we got some great numbers. Come on, Stout. You got this. Sub 4.5. Sub 4.5. That's much better start. That looks like a much better start. Why does he look like Kai Cenat? 4.45. There we go. Yep. They're talking about Ladarius Webb. Yep. Talking about it. Let's go. Let's see, though. Let's just check the edges. Ethan Downs from Oklahoma. Mike Green. Yeah, we knew Mike Green was going to put up some bench. Here's Darian Strong, Virginia Tech Hokie, looking to improve upon his 4.5. Let's see. Sean Martin from West Virginia. Okay. Sorrell, Batty. We had some good numbers on these D linemen, man. Like, those are all great numbers. Strong defensive line, or edge class. Seems like the edge, man, were stronger than the interior this year, which is a little alarming. Very interesting. Some of the guys, looks like a lot of the guys decided not to bench. Kenneth Grant actually got one of the lowest numbers. Ooh, Mason Graham. Ooh. And here's Wally from Minnesota. 4.44 again. That's very... Did linebackers bench? Oh, linebackers bench too. And like, look at that. Teddy Buchanan from California put up the same bench numbers as these edge and defensive tackles. Nick Martin from Oklahoma. Demetrius Knight, man. Fucking huge circle around that kid, in my opinion. Like, huge. Gotta have that kid. I want him. Want him. All right. Izas Waxter, 4.56 the first round, looking to improve. I am baffled, man. These edge players put up good numbers. And some of them are not nearly the same. And Waxter pulled off. But no, I didn't hear anyone saying to stop. Yeah, and that's what they're saying. He kind of whistled himself. I don't know if he really is supposed to do that, but, you know, whatever. Interesting. Listen to Daniel Jeremiah talk about some of these like scouts, how they're like so OCD obsessive. They always stay in the same hotel, always go to like say I have the same breakfast. Like, I love how they're talking about pocketing per diems. 4.6. Ooh, slower. I love his size, but there's definitely going to be questions now about his deep speed ability. 6'1", 209, though. Wonder if he could play box. Noel Williams, 4'5", 4'5'4". Not bad. So now what I'm really interested to see is, are they going to do the safeties, or are they going to move to position drills for the corners? Kind of seems like it. Yep, cornerback drills coming up next, so very interesting that they're just going to... They're treating the safeties so distinctively differently. Alright, while they're on commercial, guys, I'm going to be right back. I finished my espresso. I'm going to be a horrible person and drink a soda right after it, because we're going to be on one hell of a caffeine high. I'm a little worried I'm going to be ingesting too much caffeine before I take my pre-workout later. Today is upper body, so usually we start with bench press. Once we do bench press, kind of depends on how many people are at the gym. Like, if there's people waiting to get on machines, like, if I have time, I'll immediately move into like an incline press or shoulder press. If like it seems like there's people waiting, I usually then move to lat pulls, and basically working my back a little bit, the opposite of my chest. So work the front side, work the back side. Then again, if the bench is not being used, incline or in shoulder. If it is being used, I'll move on, do a little bit of tricep. I don't really like to work my biceps too much, but I need to start doing like super high rep counts, like 20 rep counts on my biceps. But I do some tricep work. After triceps, then I move on to pec flies and delt flies. Then from there, I move on to some shoulder shrugs, maybe some, if I'm still feeling like I've got energy to burn in my upper body, I'll go to like, it's the pull-up assist machine, and I'll work through the 3 different grips, kind of doing, basically I'll do a very extended, long-range, high-tension pulls. And like when I say long range, I'm saying like I'm tall enough that my knees hit the ground, so very long, slow pulls all the way up, hold for like a second or two, and then while I'm holding at the highest point and keeping tension in my muscles, that's where I do slow hand grip changes. So without letting my body weight come down, switch to one arm, get a hold, switch the other arm, go all the way down to my knees touch the ground, back all the way up. And again, just constantly doing that. When I'm clear on that, then I'll do some dips. And then, usually, if I'm still feeling any type of energy, I'll head to the treadmill. I'll either do what's called the Sprint 8, which is uphill sprints that slowly get harder and faster, or I'll do 4 110-yard sprints at 12.5 miles an hour, which is the max my treadmill goes to. But let me go grab this soda as they're getting ready to start drills. And we're getting big, son. But I still need to actually do some changes to my workout. And recently I've been doing a lot of lateral agility drills, so I'll go and I'll hold like a 15 to 25 pound kettlebell, make sure I get my arms in a good position, keep it there, and then do side shuffles back and forth, trying to do like 20 to 30 yards in side-to-side shuttle, because sadly I don't have enough room to do anything more. But it's I really want to go somewhere where I can run my 40 and just see as a 34-year-old 6'3", 240 pound tight end linebacker, just see what I can still run as a 40. I honestly don't expect to run anything above or under 5, but maybe. I would be ecstatic if I could still just run a 4.7 like I used to. But, and we're waiting for the DB drills to get started here. They're explaining them and showing a little bit of Travis Hunter's training. Man, I wish I had a training facility like that. There's one kind of like that nearby, but it's not a full field like they have, man. I can deadlift that, but I'm also like 50, 60 pounds heavier than him. I would love to be able to do that type of drill. Man, look at that up there. He's got some great ups. Honestly. I'm trying to get my vertical higher. I've been having to take a break from my box jumps because I kind of fucked up my external oblique on one. Pulled it, and then I jumped again, pulling it worse. And it definitely been a little slow to recover. But still working out. I took like 2 weeks off of the gym and then got back into it. But definitely felt still like a little bit of that pull. But when I looked at it, like in the grade of the injury and everything like that, it like a 6 to 8 week recovery time. So I took 2 weeks off and then got back into the gym. I think the first week I only went 2 days a week, and then I started back on my 3 day. Honestly, I need to be doing 5 days a week. All right, they're starting with a line drill. And as this, okay, they're starting with Zy Alexander. I don't know if he was just showcasing Amos up next. Let's see if he stays on the line. Pretty good, pretty good. Kobe Bryant up next. I'm not liking the camera angles. Great ball. Denzel Burke. Getting a little high on those turns. Mello Dotson up next. Ooh, great footwork. Great footwork by Dotson on that, honestly. Here's Fortune. Didn't see him run. A little stiff in them hips, but great sound footwork. Here's Zach Frazier. I'm really excited to see him. A little slow. Oh, ball skills. Come on, man. You got to catch that ball. I know it was a high ball. Hairston, he's so off his line. And then he stopped running. Hancock, number 11, Ohio State. Don't think we... Very sound turns. Last turn, a little loose. Almost lost the ball, but not a bad rep. Not a bad rep. Here's Jamari Harris. Great rep, honestly, by Harris there. Iowa. Here's Cone. Western Michigan. Ooh. Ooh. Love it. That's a great rep from Cone. Longer beam. Good open. Good open. That was a great rep by Longer beam, too. Mac McWilliams, UCF here. Ooh. A little hard on that second turn, but pretty good rep, actually, by McWilliams there. Muhammad of Oregon. Off his line. He's drifting. He's drifting. He was drifting heavy on that. Porter here, right on line. Still on his line. Little drift, but that's a great rep. Great low stance here by Ransaw. Ooh, great turns. That might have been one of the better reps I've seen, actually. Riley. Ooh, quick turns. Quick turns. Great rep by Riley. 28. Jalen Smith. Good reps. That was great turns by Jalen. Great snag on the ball, too. Stout. A little slow on that second turn. Great catch. Strong. Definitely not that same speed there. I wonder if it'll let me track their speed on their back pedals through Amazon Next Gen Stats. I doubt it, but Florida State kid way off the line, gets back, all stumbles, and that's definitely going to be a bad rep for him. Williams from Cal, looking pretty good right there on his turns, and great body catch. Ball was just low. Some of these guys are getting high balls, and some are getting low balls. I think they're moving to the next row, or are they changing directions? This is definitely, let me check here. Let me see if they've got, so on the Combine IQ, day 2. So now let's see here. Let's check their top speeds here on the cornerbacks just in general in their 40s. My God, 24 miles. Darian Port, my God. Hold on, we got second round drill here. Kobe Bryant way off his line. Burke, I'm not high on Burke on these reps right now. Very open his hips too much. Great rep by Dotson. O'Connell Fortune, little slow on those first steps. I want to see you explode. Great footwork, though. I want to see you explode out of that back pedal, though. Give me some speed. Frazier here. Little high on that last turn, but pretty good rep. Here's Hairston. Little outside. But great rep, honestly, or a good rep. Jordan Hancock, number 11 here. Good turns, got a little outside. Harris, a little slow on that back pedal. He's technically sound, but I feel like it was just slow. Here's Cone, West. And they're telling, I think, somebody come back. And they're trying to tell him stay on the hash. And yeah, look at Cone just staying on a line so much better than these other DBs. The other DBs immediately were switching to the other side of the hash. Longer being with another good rep. I want to be able to see you not waste steps going outside. Mac Williams, see how he's staying on those hash marks. He's not sliding off those hash. Right, see, Muhammad, he slid outside, got back on his line. Pretty good rep, though. Great finish. Darian Porter here on the line, drifting outside, drifted to the other side. Not that good of a rep for Darian Porter on that one. Caleb Rainsaw, little bit of drifting there, but great hip flips. But a little bit of drifting, but so technically sound on it, hip flipping his hips, it looked like. Riley, again, looks really quick. He almost fell there. He's quick. I like how much he explodes out of his back step. Jalen Smith, great rep by Jalen on that one. Upton Stout, drifting a little bit, great turns though, and dropped the ball. Dorian Strong, staying really good on that line, and I wonder if what's his size? Thomas from FSU, drifting outside, drifted to the other side. He's definitely drifted a little bit, opening a lot. Not a compact open. Not 100% in love with it, but you should be able to see it's a little hard. I wish I could get that better for you. This is Combine IQ powered by Amazon QuickSight Next Gen Stats. It enables us to get a lot of different things. So we can see like Maxwell Harrison on that 40 hit a top speed of 24.25, which would have been the fastest speed in the NFL last year. I mean, any of these 23 plus is like one of the fastest speeds in the NFL last year. So, like to see guys like Jahdae Barron. That is some legit speed. Darian Porter, I'm really interested. Longer beam getting up there. Like, we got some great speeds, you know. And like case in point, Upton Stout only hit 4.45, one of the slower 40s, just like Jalen Smith, but they got up to that top speed insanely fast. One of the things I'm interested in too is I can go here. I want to go to their arms length, and I want to see who's got the biggest arm span here out of the DBs. There we go. Oh, it's doing the tight ends too. Darian Porter's got the longest arms of the cornerback class. Zach Frazier, then Tommy Hill. Good to know. Good to know. And then let me see. I can go down more. Where is the combine tracking leaders, cornerbacks? Want to check the max acceleration values. So we can see Jason Marshall, the cornerback of Florida, had actually the highest acceleration values out of the entire class. So even though Maxwell Harrison, the cornerback of University of Kentucky, hit that 4.2940 and the top max speed, he didn't actually have the max acceleration values, where guys like Jason Marshall Jr., Trey Amos, and Darian Porter had the advantage on him. This is a very important stats and tracking data when you're making some decisions. But then we can go check other things here. So let's check DB line drill top speed. Let's go, which they just finished the line drill. Which, hold on, let's check last year's notes. Because last year they went in the exact same like pattern for the drills. DBs continued. So line drill. Did they do a back pedal and 45? I think it's a back pedal to a 45 cut, basically. It seems like might be next. But so we can see Noah Williams hit the top speed. Jamar Organ, Denzel Burke. Very interesting. But I love that we have this type of data here. We'll be able to see what their gauntlet speeds were, their back pedal and reach drop speed as well. Oh, no, that's a different one. Do I have any other corners? Offensive linemen. Yeah, but we'll have gauntlet speeds and the line spill, which we just saw them go through the line drills. Oh, of course it doesn't show on that screen when I go down to that. I'm so sorry. I'd have to measure everything essentially to I wish I could change that tracking data. Very interesting, though, on the arm length measurements. Are tight ends running? Safety should be next. Let's buy a house. Other croissants. You'll feel French. One croissant, s'il vous plaît. Croissant. Okay. Well, you gotta love, they came back to this drill at 21. Yeah, I gotta love they tracking down the deep ball. Oh, what a catch by Darian Porter. Caleb Rainsaw here. You gotta love, though, he missed almost the entire class. Great catch by Rainsaw. Riley here, he looked quick in the drills earlier. Stayed on a good line. Great catch by Riley. Jalen Smith. Good turns. Get out! Ball! Good catches here by these DBs. I haven't seen a ball hit the ground yet from these DBs, and they're all high pointing the ball really well. Man, like again, these DBs' ball skills Definitely look better than last year's class already. Dorian Strong a little hard on that last turnout there. Having a hard time getting this timing, but great catch. Azare Thomas, definitely a little... Yeah, he did not do a good job staying on the line, but pretty good catch there. Noel Williams, good job staying on the line. Eyes late for the ball, but great catch by Williams. So now they're going to flip and do the other side. Hopefully they're not going to cut away. Come on. I just complimented you, Rich Eisen, on your broadcast this year and how much better it is. Yeah, and this is more of a safety style drill, I feel like, but... Yeah, and they're showing Kalen Bullock last year, his ability to, Yeah, Kalen Bullock, we talked about last year as one of the better safeties in that draft class. And they're showing the mile per hour here. Yeah. And like they're showing the mile per hour tracking on this drill shows who's really getting out of that break. Even though Hairston was the fastest, he did not get out and go on that break. Here's Kobe Bryant. Good job on the ball there. Denzel Burke. Great catch on the ball. Dotson. Little bit outside, but good job getting his head back down. Oh, what a catch by Dotson. That catch. Donald Fortune, I've taken him in quite a few mock drafts. Doesn't look like he got out and went, but great high point on the ball there. But speed. Zach Frazier, high point the ball. What a catch by Frazier. Hairston here. Get up, go, go. Great catch. Looked like he almost messed up his leg there, though. Hancock, great on the lop. Great on the line. Oh, what a catch by Hancock. Great catch. Jamari Harris, that looked like what a real interception in a game would look like. Great on Harris, though, staying on the line on this one. Oh, great on the line, but the catch, unfortunately, misjudged the ball in the air. Cone got a little outside there. Ooh, high ball here. Oh, what a catch by Cone on that play. Cone continues to grow on my draft board. Longer beam, too. Oh, I love that turn. Longer beam looks so natural. Oh. He could have had probably my highest grade if he'd made a better catch there. He would have probably had my highest grade on this drill so far. McWilliams, great wrap on that. Pretty good catch. Muhammad here, number 23, staying great on that line. A little stiff on that second turn. Oh, I love what I just saw, though, finishing through on that Paul. Great rep. Darian Porter, good on the line. Early head turn. Little high for him. I'm not going to knock him for not catching that. That was a good rep by Porter. Ransaw, pretty good on the line, it looked like. And, oh, what a catch by Ransaw. That might be one of the better reps. If he'd been a little cleaner on the footwork, he would have had the top grade. Ooh, Riley definitely got outside of the line there, chasing this down. And pretty good catch, though. It's a weird one where I give you a plus and a minus on the same rep. Jalen Smith, I missed the start of that rep. Great catch at the end, though. 30 here, Stout. Little outside of his line there on the second turn. But great ball skills, though, to finish that rep. Dorian Strong, Virginia Tech, little high on the turns. Doesn't look like he has that deep speed, and he dropped the ball. That's going to be a bad rep there for me. Isaiah Thomas here, Florida FSU, little outside on the first turn. Great ball skill, though. Going to finish the rep pretty well. And Noah Williams, California, staying pretty good on that line. Good turnout, good head turn, and pretty good ball. Wish he would have got a deeper ball there, honestly. But that was a pretty good rep by Williams. Oh, God, there were two guys, though, that could have got... So, let me be honest. No DB in that drill for me. Because if you know my scoring system, it's essentially a 1 through 5 system. No one ever gets a 1. I don't think anyone... Very rarely have I ever given anybody a 5, I think. But you generally 3 is the highest score. And then we do plus and minuses as well. So it's kind of like, was it really a 4 or was it just definitely better than the majority of the reps in a sense? So even 4s are pretty rarely given out. But 2 different guys, maybe 3 in this. I mean, you could maybe argue 4. 4 different guys maybe had a chance to get a score of 4 in my eyes. But they either were a little sloppy on the first turn, could have kept it tighter, or, or maybe their balls just, I would like to see you really secure that catch a little better on the first time it hits your hands. Maybe they didn't really come out of the break at the speed that I thought they should come out at. But we should be able to, I think, track the numbers on that drill, if I'm not mistaken. That was the back pedal. Was that back pedal and react? No, it's not back. So that one's coming still. And they haven't done Gauntlet yet, so... Let's see, though. Noah Williams, though. I'm sorry it doesn't show it on the right side here. On the right side, though, where it starts to cut off, I have the skill drills, and I can, and you can go on NFL.com/combine/IQ. That'll take you to the NFL Combine IQ presented by NFL or Amazon Web Services. We can see Noah Williams actually on the line drill had the fastest mile per hour speed, 0.668 faster than Hairston, who of course ran the 4.2940 earlier. Jalen Smith from USC, right there speed-wise as well. And I'm pretty sure if you go and look at their 40 times, let's look here. So, oops, wrong. Silver lowest. So, we know Hairston ran the 4.28 officially now. But we just saw on the top speed data, Jalen Smith ran 0.07 slower than Hairston on the DB drill. So then if we go and find, though, Jalen Smith's 40 time, where's Jalen Smith? Jalen Smith ran a 4.45, but, so it's one of those ones where we can clearly see that 40 number is a little bit somewhat inflation, doesn't translate probably 100% correctly. So if I was choiced with taking Jalen Smith over Maxwell Hairston right now, University of Kentucky versus University of South Carolina, I'm taking Jalen Smith 9 times out of 10. I feel like in this situation, I'm probably taking Noah Williams from California over him as well. Definitely interesting to see, though, some of these speeds coming off these numbers. Like I said, I wish I could. I think I can only track speed. Y'all can't even see the max acceleration numbers either. That's unfortunate. So it's one of those ones again where Hairston, despite his top speed, there were 3 guys that had quicker acceleration scores than Hairston in the 40-yard dash, which again is something that I like to see. Let's see. Cornerbacks. Oh, of course, it cuts off the graph, too, over here on the right, where I can see certain, Darian Porter's got the longest arms of this class. Darian Porter's all over this draft class. Interesting. Very interesting. Darian Porter with Tommy Hill, Zach Frazier, Siobhan Revelle Jr. Oh, we got a couple safeties with some long arms. Yeah, they're saying officially 4.28, and he nailed it. Nailed it. Whew, Jahdae Barrett officially with a 4.39. Are we going to see DBs? Okay, what do we got now? That's a bad throw. That's not a good highlight for him. Here he is against Texas. That's just a bad ball. The wide receiver had to slow down, man. That's a bad ball by LSU. All I'm seeing is mostly bad plays by other teams. The strip sack, they like Maxwell Hairston. I'm not sure on that, man. I don't agree with these comparisons that they're making right now. I don't agree. Hey, welcome back, Carcast. No, we're still not on the safeties, bro. Yeah, that Rutgers kid, Longerbeam, he's looked really good in the drills, too. Like, he is on the rise in my draft stock here. We got Zy Alexander. This is a back pedal to a 90-degree break. Let's see here. Kobe O'Brien up next. Denzel. This is brick cutting on that out route. Dotson with a good rep. O'Connell Fortune. Little slow on that. Not a huge fan. He's fallen in my draft board. Zach Frazier. Little open on those hips, but great ball skills. Here's Hairston. Ooh, good hands. Hairston did look good on that one. Hancock, great break. Ball put right to him. I wish he would have got a better ball. Jamari Harris, great break there. Quarterback didn't give the ball to him? What just happened? Cone. Oh, that was a... Oh, Cone, great break, but dropped the ball. Longerbeam here. He was already sliding that way a little bit, cheating on this drill. That's a decent rep, not a great rep. Mac Williams here, UCF. Good back pedal, good turn, great ball skills. Jabbar Muhammad, good break. Low ball, good ball skills. Darian Porter, good break. Ball behind him. Ransaw, ooh. Oh. Riley got speed, bro. He is quick. Jalen Smith here, anticipating the rep. Good break. Good high point catch. Upton Stout. A little short. They're supposed to get to that 5-yard marker if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Upton didn't get to his... Upton's kind of losing some reps in my book a little bit too. Like, I want to see you're looking to see them get to that 5. If they cheat before they get to the 5, I feel like they're. But also the guy might be telling them to break. But also I think he's just counting in his head. And if they're not getting to the 5, that's just them for not being explosive on their back. There we go. He looked too early. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of these guys are cheating the reps. And if you cheat the rep, I'm not going to be happy with you. Oh, I know I'm looking for it, dude. I'm looking forward to seeing Xavier Watts so much. Under the helmet says, I know you're watching out for our guy Xavier Watts when it's coming to safeties. I know, man. I want to bring him back with Kyle Hamilton, reunite him. Yeah, this is a great drill that they're about to do. Like they're saying, this is a great drill. This is breaking on that 45, coming back to the line of scrimmage. This is like defending a comeback where you're dropping into zone and you got to come short. The Terrell Austin. That was a pretty good rep there by Amos. A little slow in the turn. Bryant up next. Great rep by Kobe. Great rep by Kobe. Slow read, backpedaling, flip. Oh, bad ball by Denzel, but yeah, Kobe does have ball skills. It's clear he does. Dots in here, flip. Not a bad rep by Dotson. Yep, stay low, stay low. Zach Frazier. They want him to be a little quicker. Could be faster. He's already too high. He's playing way too high. Hancock. That was a good rep. Might have been anticipating a little. Good rep by Damari. Could have been a little faster. Oh, and he dropped it. It's a guy I really want to see do well, but he didn't do well in last drill. Playing great level. Look at him staying low on that. Oh. He had great form. Here's longer beam. I'd like to see him a little bit lower than that. Not a bad turn and not bad. Not a bad rep by longer beam. Mac Williams, better pad level. Good rep and great catch. Jabbar Muhammad here. Oh, that was a quick turn right there, actually. That was a great turn by Jabbar. Way he planted and their foot is ground. There, that was a great rep. Oh, a little high for Porter. I liked it, though. Ransaw, great pad level here. Yeah, that was a great rep. Great rep. Ransaw climbing my board, personal board. Riley looked like he has potential to be like sneaky good, kind of like. Jalen Smith, pretty good pad level here. Great turn. Might have cut it a little too sharply, but Pretty damn good rep there. Upton Stout. Almost lost his balance and lost the ball. Upton's losing stock on my board, man. Like, Dorian Star, look, horrible pad level. He's way too high. Way too high. Easy to make that turn when you're standing that high up. So you can see, look how much lower Azariah is on his pad level. Pretty good technical turn. A little late looking for the ball and a late delivery, but I feel like that was actually a solid rep. Noah Williams, again, pad level much better. Great turn. Pretty good ball. Could have made a better catch, but not bad, not bad. Like, we're heading to the next drill, I can hear. Yeah, Hairston had a good rep there. Yeah, some of the things I'm not a huge fan of what he's doing, but, you know, they're loving up on him right now. Oh my god. Oh, this big stretch feels so damn good. Oh. I'm ready for a lift tonight, honestly. I'm trying to possibly, though, finish covering the defensive backs and then go to the gym, so I might not be covering the tight ends like yesterday, how I didn't cover the linebackers. But of course, man, this is a tight end class that does need to be covered. I actually got to go plug my phone in here just to move it. Be right back. I'm going to put my phone on charger. Oh, it's always rough, man. Nobody comes to watch combine coverage. Because why would you? You can watch it on NFL Plus. Then again, technically, NFL Plus is behind a paywall. Oh, I think I got the HBCU Bowl on, too, on the other screen. Gotta love Terrell. They missed all the first round of the Terrell Austin 2 drill. Coming back, Jamar Muhammad. So they had to tell everyone to stop doing the drill a certain way. They were... What a great rep by Ransaw there. Yeah, it was Quincy Riley. Oh my god, apparently someone just destroyed in the safety vertical jumps. They're going to talk about it, I guess, in a minute. Let me see if I can go find it. Do we have the verticals for the safeties? Not up yet, but it should be coming soon. I'm going to just leave it on there, see if we get it soon. Missing some of these reps. Pretty good rep by Noel. Defensive backs have 7 drills. Ooh, Denzel Burke slipping a little. Longer beam getting another rep. He's reaching that leg out to try to stop himself, and that's dangerous doing it like that. And the box drill coming next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then I think the gauntlet's the last drill. Oh, here's the vertical. USC. Oh my god. He almost maxed out the vertical machine. Mwemwori. Oh my god. Is that updated on... Oh, it hasn't been updated yet. They were just showing the vertical jump of the USC safety is insane. Oh my god. They'll have that up here shortly, probably. We might actually get to watch a full drill for once. It's a good box. Yeah, this is the best tracer drill. Trey Amos with a good rep. Kobe Bryant. Denzel Burke dropping a ball. Here's Mello Dotson. A little slow on that second turn. Not bad on that one. Here's O'Connell Fortune, the USC defensive back. Definitely looks a little slower. Yeah, you can tell he's gearing down, man. Ugh. Ooh, Dots, Hairston slipping. Restarting the drill. Yeah, he's slipping again. And I love they're zooming in on him instead of showing other people's drills. Yeah, he was trying to plant on his other wrong foot, honestly. They still don't have the jumps for the safeties yet. Oh. Wait. Oh, yeah, there we go. We start and get safety data for the broad jumps, or the vertical jumps. Starting to slowly trickle in now. Keaton Crawford from Nevada jumped out the roof at 41.5 vertical. That's fucking wild. And I love now we're just missing probably the rest of the box drills for the cornerbacks. All because I one time said Rich Eisen was doing better this year. And now we've missed so many drills. We missed half of the back pedal transitions. We missed some of the back pedal to 90s. We missed most of the Terrell Austin number 2 drill. And now we're missing most of the box drill. At least on one side. I don't know if they're doing it. I'm guessing this is not a drill they're going to do to the other side in a sense. So sigh. That's all you can do. The 429, that was the kid from Kentucky, Melston or whatever his name is. They are salivating over this kid right now and the drills and everything, and yeah, I like him and then I don't. I'm gonna be honest. But I can already tell you they're gonna probably list him as one of the fastest risers of the draft. I'm actually eating. They're showing a commercial. Eating for energy. That's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm making sure to get some calories in before the gym. So from 11 to 35, didn't get to see the box drill. As they finally moved to the gauntlet drill. There's Nick Emanwari, 43-inch vertical. Oh my God, bro. And like they're showing, they track the speed. They're just explaining this drill as much as they can right now. We'll get some good data out of this one. This is one of the ones that's tracked by Next Gen Stats. Their speed in this. Here's Zy Alexander. Pretty good job staying on the line. Almost slow balls coming to him. Staying pretty good on the line, pretty good hands. And he didn't know which way to turn and go. Kobe Bryant here. Good ball skills. He's on the line, dropped a couple. Good high catch and good turn there at the end. Burke. he's definitely weaving here a little bit. Here's Mello Dotson. Great hands. Great hands. Staying really good on this line. Missed one there, but hands, bro. O'Connell Fortune. O'Connell. Pretty good here. Getting off his line. He's weaving. Yeah, not bad, but not in love with that rep. Here's Zach Frazier. Good catches. Low ball caught. Nice low catch. Missed one and missed the second one. Would have liked to seen a slightly better rep out of him. Here's Hairston, the guy they're salivating over. Good catch. Good catch. Missed one. Missed two. He missed three. Almost took a ball to the face and lost his hat. And has a really bad rep by Hairston. Really bad rep. Clearly let everything affect him. You know, they told not to. Hancock, good hands. Way off his line. He's weaving. He's weaving. Great hands, though, but yeah. Like DJ saying, I want to see you hug that line better. Jamari Harris. And Harris getting way off that line. Here comes Cone. Kone. Looking good. Got a little off the line. Great hands, though. Dropped one. Little off that line at the end, but pretty good rep. Longer beam going up on my draft stock here. A little slow on that second catch. Good get out, though. Missed the second ball. Third ball, good. Fourth ball, great catch. Fifth ball, good turn. Probably one of the better reps. Mac McWilliams, good high catch, good low catch. Weaving a little bit on this line here. Solid hands, though. Pretty good rep by McWilliams. Jabbar Muhammad from Oregon. Great catch, great catch. Great catch. Staying on that line. Ooh. The last one got away from him. If he got some better balls, he could have had a better rep, honestly. Darian Porter, really want to see him here. Good catch, good spins on that. Oh, look him on that line. Look, he started weaving. Man, he was doing so good. Pretty good catch, though. Ransaw, another guy that's climbing on my boards right now. Good catch, good catch. Stay on that line, man. Stay on that line. Come on, stop weaving. Oh, good catch on that last one. I'm liking what I see from him. Quincy Riley looked like he got twitchy speed. Let's see if we can see any here. Good catch. Great catch. Look at him staying on that line. Riley might have just had one of the better reps that we've seen so far. Jalen Smith. I feel like he might be another guy. Give us a good rep. Good low catches there. Stay on that line. Little weave. Little weave. Staying on the line. Not a bad rep. That was a pretty good rep by Jalen Smith there. Upton Stout here late on that catch. Ooh. Oh, look at him on that line. Look at him staying the line. Little bad ball skills, but man, his ability to stay on that line while moving at speed. Dorian Strong. Oh, little weave there. Bad catch. Body catch. Another body catch. Not bad, but not a great rep. Here's Azrae Thomas, FSU. Oh, that line, though. I think he actually gave us one of the better gauntlet drills there. Noel Williams. Weave in here. Stay. Oh, there you go. Now he's online. Little weave early, but finished super strong. Like he weaved on the first pass or two, and then cleaned up super strong on the rest of that gauntlet drill and ran a perfect line. And now the DBs are celebrating the end zone as that's the end of their combine workout. Oh my God, man, off the draft board there. Someone acted like they threw something in the air, and then you could hear him going, blah, 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 blah. Act like he was shooting something in the air. That's probably not what you want to see, as that would get you fined and a penalty in the NFL. So, that boy tied. Koenig just over there messing with people. You can tell he ain't tired. And they're sharing Darian Porter look really good in that drill. Same with Longbeam. Yeah, we'll have those speeds here. Let's see. Sadly, the thing won't show y'all on here, but I can look at their seer here. They haven't got the speeds in yet, but we should have that here shortly. Safeties are getting ready for their 40s. Let's see. Broad jumps for the safeties. Wow, my God, full 8 inches above the next guy. Nick Emenwari came out showing, balling out of the combine, honestly, with that broad. He, at 43 inches, I'm pretty sure he was only 3 notches away from maxing out the fucking vert machine. If y'all can believe that. Like, he almost literally out-jumped the vert machine. I'm really excited to see how he looks in drills. Really hoping we'll get this gauntlet data here in just a second on the Combine IQ page. Hey, they gave us another one. That's what's going on. They were giving us a back pedal brake top speed, where Noel Williams, again, was the number 1 guy at 20 miles an hour. Darian Porter, number 2. Jalen Smith, number 3. And again, once again, even though Hairston had the top 40 time, there are several guys that are hitting higher speeds than him in these drills. Just means he's taking it easy through it in a sense. And, you know. Do we have Gauntlet? We don't have Gauntlet yet. I really am excited to see the Gauntlet speeds. The back pedal and brake speeds are really good. Box drill, okay. Box drill, Stout came in as the highest in the box drill, which he did look good in that. I think that's one of the few times he actually got good grades from me. Azare Thomas top in the box drill. And once again, Dude Man from Kentucky is nowhere on the top list there for the box drill top speeds. So again, that's a huge red flag to me that this is just a 40 speed guy, you know what I'm saying? But you know, who am I? I don't know anything, right? Like, good to see these max acceleration numbers too by the linebackers and the short shuttles. 3 cone max acceleration. Okay. Ooh, Princely. High acceleration numbers. Really good to see. Yeah, we knew Tonka. Yeah, and we're seeing these max top speeds. I really want to be able to see the Gauntlet drill speeds, but they just haven't updated it yet. Well, I'm going to step off camera real quick. I will be right back, guys. just ran off camera for a minute. I think we're finally getting ready to see the safeties run 40s. They're re-showing the broad jumps of the cornerbacks currently. Oh my God, it's already 5 o'clock. It's been 2 hours. I'm gonna be honest, it has not felt like 2 hours. Like, definitely just has not felt like 2 hours. God, it's almost time to start getting ready for the gym if I'm gonna go tonight. Like, oh my gosh, excuse me. Like, legitimately, if I was doing Jackbox Gaming, I'd have to start getting ready for the gym now. Oh my God. I am so tired. God, I just finished my soda. I feel like I just finished my coffee not too long ago. Yeah, he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notches away from maxing out the vertical jump. Yeah, that Patriots staffer who's running the broad jump or the vertical jump right now was just like, that's unbelievable almost. Six three 220 and then just jumped almost out of the building. Whew. My God. It's one of those ones, oh my gosh. Absolutely wild. I didn't get a water. I'm so dumb. Let's see, do we have the gauntlet drills times yet? Here we go. We find. Ow! Oh my God! I caught the back of my heel with my chair. Oh, I feel like I scraped the skin off. We've got the top speeds now for the defensive backs. Hairston finally showed that speed there, but Zach Frazier right there behind him, Melo Dotson behind him. When there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners who hit 18 mile per hour in the gauntlet drill. O'Connell Fortune, Zy Alexander, Melo Dotson, Zach Frazier, and then Maxwell Hairston, who, of course, finally, that was one of the few drills I felt like he had best grades from me personally. But Kone right there, almost okay. Oh my gosh, I might actually have to BRB. And you'll have to give me a second, guys. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick while they're still waiting to get these safeties 40s running. So give me a moment. I'll be right back. Apologies for the... let me see if I can get the... So they haven't started the 40s yet. Are they going to do 3 cones with them? Not probably yet. We got 40, safety... We'll talk about the acceleration data here in a minute when I come back. Give me one moment, guys. I'm just going to have a chat on my phone so I can keep an eye on it. Wow. Still not back for the safeties. That's wild. Wild to me. It's almost time to start drinking pre-workout. If I'm going to go to the gym. Which I'm going to the gym, so I might have to cut combine coverage here in probably about... I'll probably cover for another hour, honestly, till 6 o'clock. At 5:30, though, I got to start drinking pre-workout and start thinking about getting my workout clothes together and stuff like that. And they're talking about the next gen stats now here. Yep. Top speed in the first 40 yards of the gauntlet. Yep. And I love they're choosing to push this Maxwell Hairston narrative right now. Look at him, one of the top speeds in the gauntlet. He didn't have that speed in any other drill that they tracked. That was the only drill that he was there. And I don't think he was. Like, they're explaining the IQ dashboard right now. Was he the... And they're talking about the next gen stat thing right now. It is actually really cool. Like, if you have not checked it out yet, it's something new to the combine this year. And if you like tracking numbers and stats and stuff like that, it's a great thing. Once again, they're talking about the Matthew Stafford news. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Man, I really gotta stretch a little more before I go to the gym. Man, even this shirt my girlfriend bought me for the other day is starting to get like stretched out on the arm whenever I flex. Ooh, and the left tackle got extended. 3-year, $57 million contract extension. So the Rams are not selling. They're now buyers instead of sellers, which is going to be very interesting. Interesting. I know, man. Taken with that deal, that really solidifies that Stafford's not going anywhere. I really got to get more into Instagram and just give up on Twitter, honestly. Like, finally, we're almost at safeties. Like, and they're just, again, they just continue to talk about Maxwell Harrison, the kid from Kentucky. And I'm not official, like, really big on him, like, to be honest. They are glazing this dude right now. Well, they're talking about Chade. They are just being extra about all this, man. Why is it taking this long for them to move on? Like, these guys should have been ready for the 40 a long time ago. Like, it's just weird. And this is where I feel like if I could give an honest critique of the NFL in the process right now, the switching of in between drills truly I feel like should be done a little quicker. You know, you have this entire field just to y'all. Like, I feel like there's not really a reason that, they couldn't be a little quicker in the transitions between positional groups. They've lost like 20 minutes now, I feel like, at this point, almost just in the transition between them. I know maybe the teams themselves might need a moment to switch around to the other side of the stadium, or take care of what they need to take care of, but I don't know. Just my little personal critique. And of course, if they were quicker about it, then they would have their broadcast would be a little more smooth, and like you can tell right now they are just space filling, trying to find time while they transition in between. While I'm like, you're telling me really these safeties couldn't have been doing their warm ups like they're doing right now, while cornerbacks were on the other side of the field, like they already did the verticals and everything, so it's just, I don't know. I feel like it could be more streamlined. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Ugh. All that caffeine's starting to wear off is what it is. Starting to get a little darker out. I really am still thinking about one of these days. Maybe I'll do it Saturday. Like jokingly go to a field. I don't have cleats anymore though. I would have to literally go buy cleats for this little video bit. But, go and like put on my own combine workout in a sense, run my own 40, yada, 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 yada. God, the only part is that sometimes so hard to find. I used to always buy my cleats, because, I didn't have the most money. I would, always just go to Ross, and because I wear like a size 13, 14, like I actually had a decent chance of finding cleats at Ross, and for a pretty good price. But I couldn't like need cleats. I had to find them whenever they were there. But of course, a while ago when I stopped really playing, I got rid of all my cleats because I was like, well, there's just no point in having them. I'm not planning on playing. I'm not planning on needing any reason to have cleats, But now, of course, I'm like, oh, wish I had them. Like the wide receiver gloves is the hard part too, because I can find extra large gloves usually at like a normal store, like Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever athletic store. But the real problem is extra large gloves, if I remember right, like they fit, but they kind of were like, in my opinion, so tight on my hand that I didn't have like my hand didn't naturally open up. Like it felt like it was pulling my hand closed. So I always needed what I felt was double XL wide receiver gloves, but the only double XL gloves they sold normally in a store were lineman gloves, which makes a lot of sense. But so it's like I needed double XL wide receiver gloves. Pat McAfee, I forced my wife to watch you guys. That's wild. He's like, no, this is what we need to be doing, babe, for my podcast. Why did Pat McAfee seem like he wasn't actually happy to be there? Aww. Oh, look at that. There's some little girl doing her own scouting stuff, and hey, they got the camera on her. She's got her Beat headphones, and let's see. It's funny, they're showing like a little girl in stands that's trying to do her own stuff, and I think she might be watching, so they're like waiting to see if they're trying to tell her she's on the Jumbotron. That's super cool. She's having a moment. So she'll remember this forever. She can go back and watch, and they'll be talking about her. That's super cool. Super cool moment. That's a moment that kid will remember probably for the rest of her life. Them like talking about her and highlighting her, and she's still young enough to get into the business, unlike people that might be talking right now on this. I love they're like, we're still trying to buy time for the safeties to start their 40s at least, so Anything you want to recap again? Again? Because we've already talked about a lot, and I love what they have nothing to feel like talk about other than the big name guy. Oh, here's Billy Bowman Jr. First safety here today, 5'9", 192 from Oklahoma. It's a very compact frame, 5'9", 7'8", so just a hair under 5'10". Let's see. Yeah, they're saying he got out quick on that. 4.47. Great start to safeties. So he's basically saying out of all the safeties last year in the NFL to get it. Oh, here's Castro. 5'11", 203. And like he's saying, a lot of these guys are nickel safety, kind of play a little bit corner. Look like a weird step there on his third step. 4.61, yeah. You could tell something happened right there when he was trying to run. Who's that they're showing? Stefanski. Here comes Clark from Syracuse, 6 foot 188. Elijah Clark, Syracuse Orange. Next we got Crawford and Imanori too that brought big vertical jump guys. Clark, 4.61. Yeah, I could see he was a little slower. Same speed as Castro. They're saying that Clark's more of a zone than man guy. Here comes Keaton Crawford out of Nevada. 5'10", 202. It is a benchmark, man. Let's see. Crawford. 4.43. Good run. For a 200-pound safety at 5'10", yeah, that's exactly what I want. Here comes Imanori from USC, South Carolina. 6'3", 220. My God. And again, highest broad jump by far. As the safety numbers are officially starting to come in. It's a big boy, man. Like, that's almost linebacker size. This is essentially a Kyle Hamilton in a sorts. I mean, if you were going to talk about height, speed, let's see what he runs, though. The vertical jump was insane. Almost maxed out the vert. So if he can run a fast 40 here, he might be a super stock riser. Taking a minute to get the setup. Clean start. 4.4 flat. Ooh. Like they're saying, he forward leaned. He never opened up his chest. He probably. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. They're comparing him right there to Derwin James. He's heavier. He's taller. Higher vert. Bigger broad jump. Faster 40. God. Here comes Hook from Toledo. 4.59. Didn't get his measurables before the run. Lane the third and Mickens coming up next. Navy kid, 5'10", 200. Lane from Navy. Kid's got some interesting stats. Let's see if he's got speed. Like actual speed. You know, you gotta love they have the camera back on that little girl. Like, it's kind of weird at this point. Like, they keep going back. Oh, is it Rich Eisen's daughter? Is that what it is? If it's Rich Eisen's daughter, it totally makes sense. If it's not, it's kind of weird. 457. You could tell she wanted to watch the Navy kid run. Not bad speed. Mickens, 6. Why are you paying attention to the watch? It's a little weird. Dan, or whoever you are. Not Dan. Yeah, it's Daniel Jeremiah, I think. No. Here comes Clemson. R.J. Mickens. 4.5 flat. Is that 6 foot 190? That's solid time. Solid. Super solid. And like that's why these jams, anything south of 4.5 is a great number. There they go, showing another little kid now. He's like, hey, show me. Don't show just this one kid over and over. Oh, here comes Mukaba, the Texas guy, 5'11", 186. And I learned something interesting about Cincinnati the other day. Let's see here, Mukaba. Could solidify. Yep, 4.46. That's going to solidify him. I found out something recently about the Bengals is one of the problems with their contract negotiations is they're unwilling to give guaranteed salaries past the first year of a new contract. Joe Burrow was the single and only exception to that rule, and here comes Reed, finally getting to see the first of the Penn State guys. This is who CarCast has been waiting for this entire time under the helmet. Jalen. 4.5 flat. Good speed. Yeah, we're definitely going to be excited to see the Wari, the safety in the individual drills. Jonas Sanker, 6 foot 2.6, 206. This is Virginia kid. Oh, open chest, 4.48. 6'9" with the afro. Here comes Marquise Sigel, 5'11", 199 from KSU. That's a good size. That's a great size, honestly. Let's see if the K-State kid can run. By the way, update on the HBCU Bowl. Robinson up 14-0 on Gaither. As they're getting ready. Looks like there's one play left till halftime. Gaither looking to get some points on the board. 2nd and goal, so this is for all or nothing for 7 points, basically. Got him, man. Tie, or 7-14 game. Excuse me. And you can see a couple of guys that aren't running their 40s are there, like, videoing, getting videos, basically. Number 44, that's Malaki Moore, I think, got his phone out recording. Somebody else beside him, I can't see the number. But I think it's interesting that it's in there with video and stuff like that. Looks like we got Siegel, Starks, Wohler, and Woodson. So Winston Jr. not going to run a 40, it looks like. I'm excited to watch Malaki Starks, though. Hopefully we'll get to see some of the positional drills before I got to get ready for the gym. Here's Sigel. 437. Ooh. At 5'11", 199. That's a great number. Great number. Hey, Malaki Starks. 6 foot 197 measuring in. This is the guy I've mocked, I think, to the Ravens in one of my recent mock drafts at the end of the first round. Decided to go with him because he's super high on some big boards. So even rank him up. I think at the time I took him, he was ranked 9th overall on the big board, but kind of just falling because the need and the talent at other positions. And usually I win Xavier Watts in the second round, but I decided Malaki Starks might be my guy. And chest is open there at the end, 4-5 flat. Good number. It's exactly what you want to see. Deion Branch ran 4-5 last year, right? Yeah, it was very smooth. And they're comparing him to Jesse Bates. I mean, that's actually the height, weight, arm, hand, like literally everything. That's almost everything within like half an inch essentially. It's being the same on every stat line. So they're gonna cut the commercial for the final few safeties. So they'll probably give us a recap, and then the safeties will rerun. And man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through to the drills at this rate. I gotta get ready to go to the gym. I wonder if I can watch at the gym. Like I could, but like might be too much. And I hate to be this person. I would listen to the NFL like live broadcast while I worked out, but I know better after yesterday than to just listen to them and go off what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta watch every single drill. Like I already know I have to go back. Excuse me. And rewatch some of the linebacker drills that I missed at the end of yesterday. And I gotta get my workout in. Got to. Question is, do I start drinking pre-workout now or in about 30 minutes? Well, actually even less than 30 minutes. Sorry, I was reading up on a couple things here and there. Let's see. With the safeties finishing up their 40s, do we have... excuse me. Let's see. See if these safeties cracked in at the top speeds at all. Okay, Siegel's getting up there. Emanwari, Crawford, Starks, Mickens. Okay, some of these safeties showing they got real wheels despite their lower 40 times. Their top speeds are there, which that's always a great sign to see, honestly. That even though they didn't get the 40 time, that they've got max speed, that they can chase it down. And I mean, God, case in point, Siegel and Emanwari hit top fast speeds than we saw Saquon run all season. Of course, you know, not in pads, you know, all this, but it gives me pretty good faith that a lot of these safeties have chase down potential. Here's Wohler running 4.63. Did I just... thought I heard someone on my sure for a minute. 446 for Woodson out of Cal. And then they're restarting the group back with Bowman Jr., who's going to improve slightly. I'll be right back. Oh, I just realized my mic's been muted. Muted. Disputed. Convoluted. Huh. I just heard someone in the booth crack a Coke. Or some type of soda. I heard they cracked one with the boys in the booth on NFL Network. It's getting litty in the booth with Rich Eisen now. Oh my god, though. This caffeine's starting to wear off. I'm starting to get tired. I still got to get through like an hour and a half of workout here in like an hour. Oh, I need every bit of energy. Clean run, 4.38. He's going to improve. And that's a draft riser right now for sure. Running sub 4.4. Yeah, at 197, I agree with you. Under the helmet says, I thought Milwaukee Starks would have had a little bit of a faster 40 time. I kind of agree with you on that. 4.5 is not bad by any means, but I really would expect like 4.45 from him, 4.46 maybe. Yeah, I mean, he's more hyped as a leader, and like, Hook gets a little better, 4.56, but yeah. It's a fast defensive back class, though. That's all I got to say. A pretty fast defensive back class. The thing that surprised me the most was actually the lack of what seemed like upper body strength from some of the defensive linemen. I should say not defensive linemen, defensive tackles. The defensive tackles basically put up the same numbers as the defensive ends, despite a clear weight difference among them, sometimes by like 30 to 50 pounds. So I expected to see a bunch of higher people on the tackles, but it looks like the ends are a lot more athletic, or stronger. 4.59. Lane really needed to run a better 40 there. And there's Jesse Mentor, the Chargers defensive coordinator. And I'm trying to lip read what he's saying. He's like arguing, basically saying, I don't think he was as good as they thought he was, so I don't think they're high on the Navy kid. Here's R.J. Mickens' second attempt. He got a long stride, I feel like. 4.5 flat again. Again, anything sub 4.7, honestly, is not a terrible time. Of course, defensive backs, you want to keep it like 4.5 or sub, but 4.7's the cutoff for me on most things. Of course, for offensive, defensive lines. Excuse me, a little different. But 4.7 for everything else is kind of the cutoff. Tight ends, linebackers. I mean, tight ends you can maybe get away with a little while, but in today's NFL, separation's the number one thing. Here's Mukaba. He should definitely, I feel like he can run faster than 4.46. Chest is up. 4.46 flat again. Which, again, you do kind of like to see those guys when they run that same number again. It shows that it's legitimate speed. Like, there's not, hey, did he get a good run? Did he get it? No, that's just kind of his speed naturally. Or, again, it shows that he can learn a technique. And here they are. They're showing DK Metcalf next to Nick Emenwari. They're just going to do nothing but talk about Emenwari probably for the rest of the day now. But my God, he measures up at almost exactly the same height, weight, speed. It jumps 3 inches higher. 2.5 technically, but either way, it's just athletically. Here goes Jalen Reed again, 4.5 the first time. Talk about another guy I thought that was going to run a little bit faster. I thought Jalen was going to run faster. And 4.5 flat again. So a lot of these safeties on the second run, same. I really want to go see what my 40 time is. I'm going to have someone help me time it, though. Here comes Siegel, 4.37. So he's one of the faster guys we've seen today from the safeties. Current leader, technically. But Emenwari with that 3.8. My God. I mean, yeah, considering he's 5'11", 199, that 4.37 is outstanding speed. And like Daniel Jeremiah saying, I got to go back and watch him a little bit now. 4.41, so pretty good one. Yeah, I think we're going to see some speed out of some of these wide receivers tomorrow. Tomorrow's the fun day. Quarterbacks, tight ends, wide receivers. It's so fun to watch the quarterbacks throw, honestly. It's one of my favorite things. And especially, we're not going to get to see Ward or Sanders throwing. So it's going to be... there's... Any quarterback that's going to the combine and throwing tomorrow has a solid chance to truly improve their draft stock dramatically, in my opinion. Without those other guys there. Starks, 4.5 flat again, so... Whew. I'm telling you right now, if I drafted Emenwari, the safety out of USC, he's going to be there on special teams. Every time I'm doing field goal block, 43-inch vertical, hey, man, I want you to go. You're not jumping over the center, but I want you to get where you're not going to get hurt. You know, no one should be getting knocked back into you on field goal kicking. But, you know, pretty close to the line of scrimmage and give me the highest vertical jump you can, basically. Give me that 43-inch vertical and trying to block a kick in a sense. Like, just getting into kicker's view with a 43-inch vertical could dramatically affect that kicker on his follow-through in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Emenwari, in my opinion, has not only great value in general, but because he's so tall and the high vertical, I'd immediately implement him on special teams on the field goal block unit. I should say correctly. But with that, guys, no one's here watching. I appreciate CarCast and Corona and some of the guys dropping in earlier as we were doing coverage. I think we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up, though. We'll, of course, be privately watching doing the drills for the safeties. So I wonder if they're going through the same drills. It probably should be different. And there they are, Derwin James and Nick Emenwari. Whoo. He's got legit speed, man. My God. But, with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. I'm going to get ready for my workout soon in like 13 minutes anyway. Start drinking my pre-workout. I'm just going to sit here and watch the drills on my own. To everyone that did drop by, I appreciate you. To everyone that, let's make this joke. If anyone comes to re-watch my stream, I appreciate you. With that, it's been fun. Darwin's out. Have a great weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. And good luck to your team in the next draft. And, of course, with free agency slowly approaching. Hopefully the Ravens can get a deal done with Ronnie Stanley. I have